Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. After this song. Yeah, she said there wasn't gonna be a noise out
So. Some people are so
Crockett and
rude.
Tubbs.
Shut the fuck.
Everyone was a dork at some time in their life.
That's right.
Everybody was.
We go out to prove that.
And then, yeah, we're out to prove that we're still the dork. I mean, but to every punker, there's a time in their life where they weren't listening to punk music and they were just a dork at their high school anyways.
People used to listen to heavy metal, or people used to be gothic or whatever, you know? It's just, at some point in your life,
I mean,
something about punk music appealed to you and you got into it.
We were a disco band for a number of years before we decided to get into the naked aspect of punk rock.
The naked aspect.
First punk song I ever heard was an All song back in '88, I think. And I got really, really stoked on the music, taught myself how to play guitar, met our drummer at a party, met him through his sister, and we all got together. After about 2 or 3 months of mud wrestling and Indian leg wrestling championships, we got together.
A lot of wrestling, we have what we call a body slam contest, which is where we'll get out the twister mat, put a bunch of baby oil on it, and then we'll just, you know, try and body slam each other.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's still it's
you don't have
twister,
to. You don't have to be naked, but it makes it a lot better.
It's easier to do the slamming.
Test. If we can turn our vocals into monitors, that'd be insane.
Yeah, turn them to Boswell Go because I can't sing shit. Hello, testing.
I didn't really choose my instrument. It kind of chose me. And I'd like to go into it a little further, but I can't think of anything funny to say.
I just like guitar, really. I just like the way it
bass.
sounds.
And Scott here likes drums. He's not there. That's what makes it funny.
What do you think of the scene right now?
Depends on where you go. It's awesome in the West Coast. Some places on the East Coast it's kind of dry. Canada, it's so big, it's ridiculous almost. It's awesome. I mean, I always think it can grow in some places, but maybe it's just because when we play, there's only 5 people there, so I think that it needs to grow. I think our band needs to grow.
I think the scene is alive and well everywhere, just in different forms, different interests. You know, it's like
the form of genitalia is probably the most popular one.
Yeah, we played in a little town the other day, and it seemed that genitalia was a really big scene there. Everybody's really into genitals and genitalia.
Hit him in the wiener. Do that. You gotta see this trick. He does.
See, actually, we've been in training in the van for a long time. We've been out on tour for about 2 weeks, and every night I practice this trick. And the trick is, you just punch yourself in the nuts as hard as you possibly can, and it doesn't hurt after a while.
You know what's rad? I like to punch myself in the nuts for like a half an hour, you know? Because like when I'm done, it feels so good.
When you stop punching yourself in the nuts, it feels so great.
Okay.
When I play, I always forget that anybody's out.
I'm numb from the waist down.
Yeah, I don't forget. It's just like, I just freak out for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of lose control of myself. Which is why I wear Depends undergarments while I'm on stage, because there's some control you don't want to lose. I don't think along the lines a lot of people do that if you go to a major label then you're a sellout or whatever, as long as you stay true to your style of music and you don't get a big head about it and you still try and be in touch with your fans and just, you know, do the same thing that you've always been doing.
Yeah, as for us, it's not like we like to go here, we like to go there. I mean, we like what's best for our band, and if that means that we need a better distribution deal, basically what we want is our albums for our albums to be able to be everywhere, and for our label to have the capacity to go as big as we have the potential to, and we don't want to be held back by any obstacles. And if one of those is being on a small label, that'll hurt us. So if that means that we have to go to a major.
One of the important things about major labels also is who has control of the band. A lot of bands will sign to a major label and they give up all their control to some A&R person or something like that, and other bands do it right, and if they sign to a major label then, you know, they keep all their artistic control, they keep, you know, the choice of what the singles are going to be, if there are any singles, whether or not videos go to MTV, things like that, you know, you don't want to give up when you go to a major label.
lot of things. And one of the main things you don't want to lose as well is your virginity. If you go to the label,
If you're
stay
signed to a
true.
major label just to give up your virginity,
It's not a good thing to do.
it's not going to happen. If you're involved in snowboarding or skateboarding or surfing or whatever, the surfing goes along with the music and the music goes along with the sport. You know, it's just everything comes together like that. If you're the type of guy that likes to stick out your tongue at other guys, maybe you listen to a little yodeling or maybe a little...
Wear tight shorts, run around in the privacy of your own home.
I agree with Tom. I agree with what a bunch of Maneuvers with Horses says.
That's our Indian names. Maneuvers with Horses. No,
Our relationship with our audience, I think, is...
pretty good. I mean,
yeah, it's great.
Dependent upon, like, how kids also treat bands that are getting... You stupid...
I'm so retarded. I'm really sorry
You're the
about
dumbest
that.
guy I've ever met.
I'm sorry.
Okay, to answer the question, it depends on how the kids treat bands that are getting bigger, or bands of how bands... I don't know. Since we've started, if we got added to a radio station or something, we've had kids write us letters, like, hating us because of that. Or we've had people just write us letters to say they like us no matter what or whatever. You know, it really depends on who the person is. And as long as the people like us, they know what we're about, and they know that we're not trying to preach a certain anything. We're just Blink, you know, whatever. And then it seems like we have a really good relationship. We like to talk to our fans. Mark writes everyone back.
We're not rock stars or anything like that at all. We don't put ourselves... But why is that light flashing? Is that bad?